Welcome to the stream. I am Lori, and this is Coffee Break with Lori. I hope everybody had a wonderful holiday week. First, starting with Christmas, and then New Year's Eve yesterday. Um, Yesterday was kind of a special day for me. Um, it was the anniversary day of us getting Monterey. So we've had her for 2 years. Um, Her birthday is in October, so she was already two, but we've had her for 2 years as of yesterday. But anyway, Happy New Year to everybody. I hope 2024 brings everyone good things and happiness and good health. Um, we're going to wait and see if anybody comes in. Have the chat on, but it doesn't notify me when I get a message. um, A lot of people don't get my messages, even though they have their settings, and they've showed me they have their settings set to notified, but they don't get notification. So anyway, we'll just wait and see. I don't have a lot to talk about. Hey, Stephen. Um, but just continuing to make sure that you're remaining safe while online. Um, I don't know if your memo's coming on or not. Um, Usually she's first one here. Anyway, so how was your New Year's Eve, Stephen? Oh, my ice maker is making noise. I was like, what the heck? The ice maker. That's good. I'm going to take these off because it makes it hard to read the chat. I ended up door dashing till late last night. My hair is wet, so my shirt's soaked where I had it sitting right here. Yeah, yeah, yeah. My hair was like this, and so it's wet right there. Yeah, I took a nap earlier, so that I wouldn't be yawning. Hopefully, sometimes it's not because I'm tired. It might be because my eyes are, or whatever. Sometimes my eyes can get overdone with reading stuff. It helps to encourage that yawn. So, anyway, well, your memo said she will be here in a few minutes. Did everybody get my notification about not streaming last night? I don't know if you got notification of it, but I did post that we weren't streaming um, because I had to go DoorDash. Um, gotta make gotta make that money. So, and I have to get ready to have my oil change. So, uh, gotta make even more. So, um, so what did everybody do at your house, Stephen? I'm trying to wean myself off from the soda a little bit. So I'm drinking the Propel strawberry kiwi, or kiwi strawberry, whatever it says. It's pretty good. Um, I am going to mention one thing that I know not everybody does. Not everybody is aware, but definitely not everybody does. I know here locally we're seeing a lot of loose dogs, and I know it can happen. I'm. It can happen. It happens to the best of us. Um, but we got to try to keep our dogs from going outside uncontained. Um, I know for my household, we don't use my front door unless absolutely necessary. Because although my dogs may not run out, but if one of them does get out, if both of them get out, one will follow the other. Um, and I just prefer not to have that happen. So in my household, we don't use the front door; we go through the garage. So um, it just it. I mean, if I didn't have the garage, what I would do is I would contain my dogs so that whoever was at the front door, I could answer it or they could come in, whichever the case may be. But we're just seeing way too many dogs that are running out and then they get lost. Um, Sometimes people pick them up and they move them to a different town, different area. Um, and there are some that abandon their animals. If you abandon an animal, we cannot be friends. Um, I just I can't do that, and um, I know it's happened to me before, uh, but it wasn't my doing, and But we won't go that far. We have to figure out a way to contain them. And if you are struggling, there is help out there that can help with like food and if you're obviously everybody needs to have their dog microchipped. I encourage it highly. A lot of dogs are being found and they're not microchipped. And if they were microchipped, these people are taking them to get checked. They could be going home once they are, found. But if you have microchip, you have to keep it updated. If it's not updated and your animal is checked for a chip and it's not, nobody answers or that number's been disconnected, that's just as bad as not having a microchip at all. If you have to use somebody else's number, then that's what it has to be. But not having a chip is, I don't know, it's very, you need to have one. And I've had dogs that weren't chipped. I didn't realize that, you know, this was as bad as it was, and I didn't realize, there was a lot of things I didn't realize. I love dogs. I wouldn't wish any harm on them at all, but I just didn't realize that it could help them to be located, or, be reunited with their owners. Um, so such as that, also having your pets vaccinated. Um, the crisis that I know a lot of states are going through right now is that dogs are dogs are a major thing, but also cats. So I love cats too. I love animals in general. So um, I encourage you to get them microchipped, get them spayed and neutered because we're in a crisis right now. Anybody who is breeding animals um, is needs to stop for the time being. We're in a crisis. Innocent animals don't need to be put to sleep just because there's no home for them. It's not their fault. Why do they have to pay the price? Um, I'm 100% backing that. Dogs should not be put to sleep just because there's nowhere for them to go. We don't do that with people, so why would we do that with an animal? So, um, yeah, it's, somebody's got to be their voice, and I guess I have to be. I'm sure there's other voices, but not everybody speaks for their animals. Got to start speaking for your animals. Um, okay, so I got that rant out. There's just so many dogs, and it's so depressing when I open my Facebook. Um, it's so depressing to even open it because that's all I see. My dog got loose. Are you containing it before you open the door? I mean, I delivered to somebody yesterday um, who, when I delivered their food, uh, they met me at the gate. I didn't have to go up to their door. I handed it right to them. But they did not even acknowledge that their dog was out because they got out through another way. I'm not sure how that happened, but got to make sure that your dogs can't just slip out. Um, this yard was contained, so the front was. I don't know about the back, but it came out from the back. So apparently, but he was around my vehicle. I couldn't move until he came and got the dog because I couldn't see him, and I didn't want to hit him or her, whichever it was. It was a pretty white. It was like a white husky, pure white. So, but anyway, I texted the owners um, through the DoorDash app, and they came out. Eventually, found them, um, but I was able to safely leave the premises without injuring an animal, and the dog got contained, so all ended well. But I won't do that, and that's exactly how I ended up with Bella. Um, Hi, Coral. I'm glad to see you found the chat. Happy New Year. Um, I apologize I wasn't around for our regular New Year's Eve celebration activities last night or the night before because I'm having to DoorDash so I can pay bills. So I'm sorry I wasn't around. Um, but yeah, that's why I'm here now. Um, I ended up watching the last 15 seconds of the ball drop and got home a little after 11, 8, and then Lauren and I were watching TV, and then 15, maybe 15 minutes before that, uh, we started watching different fireworks. I know we were watching the Port of Miami, um, watching the fireworks there, and then we realized that it was less than a minute before the ball dropped, so we turned it over to the ABC network and watched the what would have, I don't know if it still is called, but the Dick Clark's Rockin' Eve or Rockin' New Year's Eve, something like that. I know other people host it since obviously Dick Clark is no longer with us, but um, Monterey is snoring, but she's going. Oh, she's having a dream. She's going. She's she's like not really panting, but whining is more the proper word. It's funny. Baby, baby. They have the sleepiness dogs. Oh, he got a new job. He was working at that one place that where they set up concerts and stuff like that. Is that right? You know, he was setting up their equipment and stuff at one point. I don't know how long ago that may have ended, or maybe that's the one that he just replaced. Okay. They sacked him. Why? Uh, well, here in Indiana, they don't need a reason either. They can do it just because they want to. I think by law they should change that, especially with the economy the way it is. They would resolve a lot of unnecessary firings, and a lot less people would be unemployed. Ah, okay. Was it supposed to be a temp job? I just think that countries can do better for their people by, I don't want to say by regulating, but at least saying, hey, we're not doing the for no reason anymore. Okay. I see. Well, at least he got a new job. That's good. I know the economy here stinks for employees without jobs or people without jobs. It's really bad right now. And I'm only a percentage of that statistic. I mean, I'm not unemployed altogether, but well, sometimes family is that's that's what families do. They look after their own. What is IFF? Oh, well, okay, maybe I should ask what kind of job it is. Well, he's still young. I think part of my issue is my age. We'll see though. Hopefully, hopefully something turns around soon. But we'll tell him I say congratulations on the new job, and I hope this one works out for him better. You're welcome. At this point, it's better to have a job than no job at all. Mm. So anyway, yeah, but you can't let your fears stop you. You need to keep your body moving. The reason that you fell was probably because, you know, feet were wet and you stepped onto like a tile like floor, and that's a slip hazard. I know. But if you don't, things worst thing can happen. Your body, when you want to, your body won't be able to. So you got to keep it moving. Oh, yeah, and I have that issue too because of my when I fell, I injured my knees, both of them. I mean, one was obviously bruised, way worse than the other one. This one barely had a bruise, but this one was pretty bruised. At this one right here. Um, so I understand that, but you can't let it give. You can't let it use a walker if you have to. Use a walker. At least you're keeping your body moving and you're telling your knee you're not giving in. If it makes you feel more secure to have a walker, use a walker or a cane. Use a cane. At least it'll give you the confidence to go back at it again. Yes, you should. Yes, you should. As your friend, I'm telling you, yes, you should. I wouldn't want to see your body just say, we've had enough. We're going to shut it down." Because that can happen. And I would not want to see that happen to you. So figure out where there's a will, there is a way. You just got to find one. Um, I want to hear an update that you've attempted to get back out there. You don't have very many months. Yeah. So, well, good. I'm glad because I don't want to see you be in a chair. But if you don't push yourself to keep moving, then that can happen. Your body can just say, "Hey, we've had enough." You got to keep it moving. Yep. So I will expect an update soon. Well, good. Then one day you'll just say, "I don't want this walker no more," or a cane or whatever. You don't want it no more, and you'll have the more of the confidence um, to not have it. Well, there you go. You just have to renew your confidence. That's all. Yeah, you never know. Sometimes it's like when I was on those crutches, I could not wait to get off of them because it was causing me problems in my hips because of the when I did that to my toe. It was causing me problems with my hip, and I couldn't stand it because it hurt. I felt unbalanced for one, and my hip was starting to pay the price because of it. So yeah, the sooner I got out of that fracture boot. This right here. This is what I had to wear when I injured my foot. I had to wear that on my foot. And my insurance paid for it, so that's mine now. But yeah, just eventually work back into using nothing. Get back into the, if you have to, wear, they also make support things for your knees. I don't know if they do there. I know Amazon, of course I know you can't get on Amazon. But they make things for your knee that can be more supportive. So, oh Lord, Lauren sending me a message. Yeah, no. Um, Hi, Mom. Welcome in. No, Steven's here too. He's probably just. Oh, Lauren's out with her brother, her other brother, with Jeff. She took him to Walmart. He had to go to the grocery store. Okay. You're watching. You're watching YouTube and listening. So anyway, um, quick drink. Yeah, I'm starting to. For those of you who missed it earlier, I'm starting to drink these. This is a strawberry kiwi or kiwi, yeah, kiwi strawberry. It's really good. Propel. I want to find the powdered stuff you can put in your water, because sometimes I like to just drink water. Um, on the other side of my laptop lid right here is her bed, and that's where Monterey's at. Here, I'll show you a picture of, because she's asleep. From her front paws and to her head, that's all. She's off of her bed. She's like hanging off the edge of her bed. Bella is awake, but she's also in her bed. She's sitting right next to me. That pink pillow thing right there is behind my back. Oh, yeah. Netflix just came out with a new movie. I just got an alert for it. Anyway, so That's the scoop on where the dogs are. Normally they're rowdying it up and everything, but Bella's the only one awake, but she's like all cozy. Her tail end is hanging off of her bed. It's called Prime. The movie that's on Netflix is called Prime. Here, I'll open and read the email. Coming Wednesday, Prime. Tormented by the death of his racist father, Marius, Marius struggles with increased tension in his relationship with Themby. Is something sinister at play? Then you gotta click more info. Okay, it's all good. Um, I watched for the first time ever. I watched um, Princess Diaries. Let me see more info. Cast is Richard Gau, Gau, Namza Twala. I'm guessing at the names here. Jasmine Hazy, Hazi. Michael Lawrence Potter, Sharon Spiegel Wagner, Llewellyn Cordier, Gerard Rudolph. That's the cast members. Um, but it says coming Wednesday, so the 3rd. So anyway, yeah, I don't recognize any of them either. But the name of it's called Prime, and it is a movie. It's not a series. So anyway, so Mom, how was your New Year's Eve? What did you, Tracy, and Brian do? Yeah, I DoorDashed all night. Well, I got home about 11:15 last night, and for 15 minutes, I Lauren had made, well, she used my ingredients, but she made chili. She also added her own ingredients. It wasn't bad at all. Um, she just added some seasonings to it. Okay, that's good. But Yeah, I DoorDash and for I think it was like 5 hours. I left here. Oh, about 5.5 hours because I left here and got into my zone. There's zones where we DoorDash at. They're called zones. Um, and I was in my zone by quarter till. I was supposed to be there by 5:30, but because I'm not employed, I can be where I want to be when I want to be. Um, no, but I was running late today, but I got there and I DoorDash until probably about here it goes 11:15. Well, that's when I got home. I stopped before that. I stopped at probably 11:05 after because I was only 10 minutes away from home. I was out by the local Walmart when I ended my dash. Yeah, I guess from what people are telling me that were out there before me, were saying that it was kind of slow for it being New Year's. So, and all of my orders were fairly large orders, anywhere between $10 to $20 a piece was how much my orders were. And today I get this email from DoorDash. Hang on. Look what I got. I got this today. And what that bottom says is in December, you achieved at least 4.7 customer rating, 70% acceptance rate, 95% completion rate, 100 deliveries, at least, and at least 200 lifetime deliveries. It's the notification, the means to higher paying orders is because I'm a VIP. This means I'm a VIP DoorDasher. Top Dasher. You're a top dasher for the month of January because for the month of December, I met all the criteria and then some. Um, they're giving me rewards. Uh, it says you've gone above and beyond for your customers and community this past month, and I get that quite often. I mean, I only get it once a month. If I'm going to get it, I usually get it on the first of every month. Um, there was a few months where it was slow, so I didn't make Top Dasher, but those were early spring and first part of summer when I was unable to DoorDash. So, so yeah. And then when I broke my toe, I couldn't DoorDash. Well, I did. I DoorDashed, but not I did it before I found out I was had a broken toe. Um, but I went to work too before I realized I had a broken toe. So I gotta put my hair up soon because it's getting in my neck and everywhere else. I like having long hair, but I don't never keep it down. Don't ask me. Don't ask. Oh, nothing. It was just um, rewards. They give me rewards, and it was just saying that um, that's just a picture. It doesn't mean anything, and it's not really a it's it's not a gift. Oh, it's okay. Um, that is a DoorDash bag. It's got the picture of DoorDash on it. I'll see if I can get it closer. It's a DoorDash bag. It's what we use to deliver the food. And it's a notebook and car keys, that kind of stuff. Ooh, my stomach is gurgling. But it's got confetti in the back, so it's just a way for them to say congratulations on being a top dasher. I get first when it comes to calling into DoorDash support. I'm a VIP for that. I get front of the line support service. As a top dasher, you can speak to support 24/7 with little or no wait time. Simply save this number to your phone and get quick answers from our top agents when you need them. Oh, no, no, no. And they also gave me for the whole month of January, I get Dash Anytime. To access Dash Anytime, log in and tap Dash Now whenever you like. You can still schedule in advance if you prefer. If I'm not a top dasher and I don't meet the top dasher, I can only dash now, dash anytime when it says dash now. Otherwise, I have to schedule the dashes. Um, but it says to access Dash Anytime, log in and tap Dash Now whenever you like. You can still schedule in advance if you prefer. Remember that, as always, some parts of the day are busier than others. So that's my perks that I get two. I get Dash Anytime and VIP phone support. And trust me, when you are in the middle of a problem with an order, you kind of need to talk to them right then and there. So um, I know recently I had a problem with an order. I couldn't. The recipients wouldn't answer their door, and they did not have contact lists. It said that I had to hand it to them. I couldn't reach them. Um, I was kind of going on the GPS because they didn't have any porch lights on or anything. So if you DoorDash, please turn on a porch light where your address can be seen. It's very critical because our GPS sometimes gets it wrong. They're sometimes pinned wrong. So it's important that you make sure that you have a porch light on that shows where your address is or what your address is, the number of the address. I couldn't reach them, so I had to call support because I didn't know what to do. I had their food. They didn't recognize the number, so they didn't answer it. So DoorDash called them and they answered right away. So they told them that their driver was, they think, was out in front of their house. So if they could just double check it. And obviously, when they walk out the door, they turn on the light for them. But anyway, they got their food because I'm persistent. Um, but I have had it where DoorDash has had to cancel the order and I've gotten to keep everything because they can't return food, fast food. Um, and that has happened to me for a store bought item as well because they canceled the order before I got there. So, and I was already en route to their home to deliver the item. And yeah, it wasn't anything I could use, but I gave it to somebody who could. But they DoorDash told me that I can keep the item and to keep going with my DoorDashes. So yeah. Well, I mean, if you're gonna use DoorDash, it's important that one, you'll leave a light on. Um, because if, especially if your numbers on your house are not visible, it's important that, you know, one, you leave a light on, or two, stay by your phone. Because if there's a problem, they need to be able to reach you. A DoorDasher needs to be able to reach their customer. And as long as I have caller ID, it should say DoorDash. It doesn't give out my phone number. It it assigns me a DoorDash number so that when I call the customer, I mean, if they call me, they call a number that's assigned to me, not my actual phone number. So the customer will never know my number. Um, but yeah, I mean, especially if I'm grocery shopping for somebody, like here lately, the last few months or so, this one grocery store tends to run out of a lot of stuff. I mean, sometimes it's stuff that's not often, excuse me, that's not often bought. I don't know the statistics of the item of how often it's, if it's a high demand item or not. But to me, it's something that, it's not Kraft macaroni and cheese, or it might be a special type of macaroni and cheese, but it's not a Kraft macaroni and cheese. So to me, it's not a high demand item. But they're always out, and a lot of people like to buy bottled water, and sometimes they're out. The milk carton jugs that you can get, they're often out of those, and those are sometimes what people like to buy. I know I buy them for my coffee maker and for my ice machine, um, because I have hard water and mine is treated. I have a saltless water softener, because my water is severely hard water, severe, and I can't drink it. Um, I can cook with it as long as it's had to reach a boiling point, um, but I can't. I'm not supposed to drink the water from the faucet. So, um, so anyway, um, so yeah, this is all stuff that. And if you've got an order pending, you know we don't know what you want replaced with it, especially if you don't choose a substitute. So oftentimes, and DoorDash will say, "Well, just pick something for them," and I'm like, I don't think I would want someone to do that to me, because what if the only available item was $5 or $6 more expensive? I wouldn't want someone to choose that. I would want them to call me first. So I call people, because that's what I would want from done to me, um, if I had that problem. Um, and if I can't be reached, then maybe, if there is a substitute, I'd rather give them a substitute than nothing at all. But I know money is really tight for everybody right now. So I'm not going to make that choice for them. I want them to tell me that it's okay. Out of respect for them, I don't want to spend more money for them than what they would normally spend. So I would want their permission to buy that. With there being a big cost difference. I mean, if it was just 50 cents more, maybe. If it's under $1, I'll kind of make that choice, you know, if I need to. But any more than that, and I tend to be kind of like, well, what would I want done? So I call them to make sure that, they don't have, or any of the substitutes that they've chosen is out of stock. I will call them and say, hey, look, there's this item. It is just a tad bit more, but it's plenty in stock. I could fill your order with your order request for it. And a lot of times they have said, yeah, go ahead. And I'd rather keep it that way, because that means, you know, they have a choice, but they have to answer their phone or text. I tend to do better on the phone, but I can communicate via text just fine. I'm just mm. When I need to know an answer, I want an answer right now. I'm not patient. Patient is my short. I'm not patient. Um, if you have to wait for something, I'm not a patient person. I mean, if I have to wait, I'll wait. But when I could be wrapping up them, especially if it's the last item. Here lately, it's always been the last item that they want, that needs a substitute. And um, it's just, I would rather be on my way to deliver their food, but instead I'm having to wait. So, which is, I mean, I understand sometimes that happens, but yeah. And the quicker I get done with their order, the quicker I can move on to someone else's order, that might be waiting. So that's just how I am. But definitely the light. The light is definitely a critical part of getting your food delivered. Um, and if you don't have numbers on your address, shame on you. Because if I have only to depend on the GPS, knowing that the GPS can sometimes be wrong, and they're not answering their phone or a text, I call support, because I'm like, I don't know what else to do. I can't find their number. The the GPS says I'm here, but do I trust the GPS to be 100% accurate? Absolutely not. It can happen. And I've had people, one guy texted me Friday night and said, my GPS, or he put it in the comments on the notes for me to read. Sometimes the GPS pins my address wrong. So he gave me a description of his house and what cars are in the driveway, so I know I'd have the right one. And it took me to the right location. So, but anyway, So yeah, but it, they told me that information ahead of time. Their address wore off of their mailbox. There was no address on the house. Um, I mean, you could see the address on the mailbox if you got right up on it and maybe shined a light on it. It would glow a little, but not just by vision. No, not even with headlights. Um, so anyway, the good news is that the pin was right. And because I was able to identify the vehicle in the driveway and the shade of the house, it was a brick house, but the shade or color or whatever of the house gave that away. So I was able to deliver that order. But they wanted me to hand it to them anyway, so it's not like I had to just drop it off at the door. When we drop them off at the door, we have to take a picture. Okay. Lauren just got home, so. Lauren's home! Give me your belly. No, don't start barking, please. Lauren's home. Bella's all excited. Say hi, Bella. Say hi. Say hi to everybody. Say hi. It's just Lauren. It's just Lauren. Who is that? Who is that? Who is it, Monterey? Who is it? Woof. Damn, my camera got her as she was coming around the corner. This is my camera view of what the notification I got 2 minutes ago. Garage door. See how it just now caught her coming around the corner? It's like Lauren detection. Let's go. Let's go. What'd you get? Uh-oh. Did I get your bed out? Ow! Uh-oh. Lauren bought a couple of toys. Well, yesterday was Monterey's birthday. What? Yesterday. Hey, shut up. Yesterday was Monterey's birthday. Yeah, I know. We didn't do anything. Well, I know that. Bella! Look what I got you, baby. I'll show you what Monterey! Lauren. Here. It's wet. This wet Monterey. And then Jeff bought me this. Valentine's Day. I love you and Otter a lot. Otter a lot. He bought you that or the dogs? Bought me it. Yeah. It's gonna be for the dogs though. Because
When has any blanket that I've bought for myself not end up to the dogs?
There you have it. Hey, before you take my shoes off, will you go run this back out to my truck?
You can
just throw it in the seat if you want. I'll move it when I get out there.
Liquid.
Oh, and Bella got. Well, she's already messing with it, so. Come here, baby. Come here. She got her a rope with a ball attached. Do you like your ball? Do you like your toy? Did you like your toy? No, that's not yours. There you go. She wants a blanket. Cookie.
I like this color.
Yeah.
It's two otters holding hands on their backs.
How much was it?
$9. Yeah. Their themed blankets are always $9.
Oh. So anyway, Monterey's got something new to chew up. Is it squeak? I take it.
I have no clue. I couldn't find a squeaker on it. It's a tough
I kind of hope it doesn't, because she likes to dig for those. She'll go after that squeaker.
This is my payment for taking Duck to Walmart.
Oh.
Chocolate cream Oreos.
Chocolate cream. Oh, it's got the cream something. Right.
And then
Hawaiian rolls. You bought those, I hope.
Yeah. I got some rice cakes.
Yeah.
That's what they're called? Yeah, rice cakes. They have garlic Idahoan potatoes.
Yeah.
I got these. I want to try them. I don't want to try them. The dogs are going to try them. They're calming treats. They're calming down.
Do we need that?
Thunderstorm, separation, traveling, and everyday stress.
Got ya.
So it's for fireworks, stuff like that.
Yeah. What's it called?
Pet Naturals Calming. Keep them calm, keep them happy.
Uh-huh.
Sounds like a drug. No wheat, no corn, no artificial ingredients.
Okay, what are the ingredients? We know what's not.
Arabic gum, brewer's yeast, calcium sulfate, canola oil, chicken liver flavor, citric acid, citric pensin, glycerin, maltodextrin, mixed tocopherol, oat flour, propionic acid, rosemary extract, rye flour, silicone dioxide, sodium alginate, soy, linseed, and vegetable oil.
She read all that.
I'm surprised. She's having a blast with that.
I know.
She's trying to get the ball off.
Well, she's already chewed the rope.
Oh, and I got me and these pretzel rods.
Oh.
Because I do like this. I understand we have some, but I like the bigger ones.
Bigger ones, yeah.
Excuse me.
Well, we're going to watch Princess Diaries 2 here in a little while.
Because I got to go to work tomorrow.
Yeah. So probably right after this stream, which probably will be ending.
When am I running out to your car?
This. Just throw it in the seat. Well, my seat. You know.
Are you having? I almost lost my hand.
Yeah, but you're being rough with her. Curious if she would actually bite you or if she was just
Yeah, no, she's not actually doing anything.
She growled at Lauren. But
Let me
anyway,
see if it squeaks. Hang on. Move.
yeah, it does. Got a squeaker in it.
It's very deep in there because I had to put all my weight on that for
Yeah.
it to squeak.
So anyway,
Where am I putting this? Like just on your seat?
just on my. That's what I said.
I didn't hear you.
Yeah. I'm gonna go ahead and jump off of here, and we're gonna eat, and we're gonna watch. We started watching it earlier, and I fell asleep. Not very long into it, so we're gonna start it over, watch the whole thing, and watch it till the end. That way, I can say I've watched both of them. So, um, so I hope everybody has a good night, and I hope everyone has an enjoyable new year. It's still January 1st here, but I know over across the pond, long across the pond, um, it's already the second. So, but anyway, yes, everybody have a good night or day in Coral's case. And we will see you next this coming Sunday. The only reason I didn't do it last night was because I was outdoor dashing. It was busy. So, um, but we'll see everybody Sunday night. Well, Monday morning for some, at regular time, 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Coral, I'm sorry, but I don't know what time that is in Australia time. But I usually text you to let you know that I'm getting ready to go live. So, all right. Well, we'll see you all this coming Sunday. Take care, and take care of everyone in your life. Bye.